That's a goal opportunity again. And they bounce back straight off the board again, one apiece.
Just an amazing angle from Jacko Freak. He saw that was going to be bouncing off the wall and is just there for the last tap to get it in at the perfect angle. I really like him. I say as we almost had a goal straight off the first touch.
Oh, you might get one here. Just a little
it just hits
bounce
the
off
crossbar.
But Jacko G Freak slides it on through again. A great start for Team Cloud.
It was just sitting there with no one really on it and an open goal.
Well, it's still sort of hanging in the balance at the moment, isn't it? You sort of sense that there is a ball going to get locked in again for Cloud just around the corner, and as I say it.
The celebration coming out of Jacko G Freak. He knows what he did was great.
He's dominating.
That little pop up in the air, just tapping it with the front of the car. Oh, if I did that, I'd be celebrating a lot harder than how he just did.
Well, that's what I call alpha male, though. That's alpha male energy, I reckon. They weren't too happy about it. They might be up 4-2 in a second. Let's see what can happen here. Jacko G Freak looks to have got a nice touch. And once again, he's letting us know who's his boss.
He's making sure that we know who is going to be the next Rocket League star.
Yeah, he's even gone so far as to sign the camera. Love to see that one. Absolute start. What a unit. Yeah, well, that's going to be the end of Rocket League. Team Cloud wins another one. And 3-0 is the overall scoreline for Rocket League. It looked a bit too easy, to be honest, Nat. It looked a bit too easy. They're just too good. Jacko, I don't know. We might need to get him another camera or something because he's signed a couple. We might not be able to see him soon if he keeps up these antics. Big guns as well. And I think that's what we're going to be looking forward to seeing pulled out in Warzone. Jacko as well seemed to know his way around Rocket League. So I think for me, again, those are the two standouts. Those are getting my MVP stars for game number one. Look, I'm not sure. I'm just looking at the chat at the moment, and Jacko says the first game I had here was the first game. The first game I ever had was the first game broadcasted here. So
what?
I'm not sure if I'm reading that correctly, that he had never played Rocket League before, or if that was just the first Rocket League game that he had that was broadcasted. But either way, I mean, hey, if that's the case, not too shabby. He's a natural talent.
I was gonna say, if that is your first time playing, please, I'm gonna need to know some tips and tricks because my first time playing was horrendous. It was nowhere near as good as that one. No way. My first question I'm asking Jacko is for those tips. I'm sorry, but he can't come in a chat and say this is one of his first times playing Rocket League and not let me in on the secret.
We do have them ready for the interview. It is Jacko G Freak and Mithy that we're going to get to have a chat with. Oh, Jacko, he's keeping up the antics. Look, I think I'll start with you, Jacko, because I saw you typing in chat just a little bit there. If you would be so kind to give us some of your, I'm sure you're very busy. You got some weights to pump and you got fans out the back and whatever. Look, it's fine. I understand. We don't want to take too much of your time, but I saw you typing in chat. Was that your first game of Rocket League, or have you played Rocket League before?
Never played it. I swear to God. Promise. Never played it before. Just have an eye for sport, Soccer, football. It's the same thing, mate. Kicking a ball, What was that, sorry?
Tips, tricks, secrets. We need to know tips, tricks, secrets.
Secrets.
What do you think? Key to why you played so well.
Well, I feel like it was the preparation leading up to it. Wrestling a tiger beforehand, skydiving prior to that, and then also a well-balanced diet, pumping some weights as well prior to that, getting a mad pump for the massive HyperX stream that we have at hand. Big fan of both of you guys, Nat T and Alfish Guy. I see you guys up on the big stage, so we got to be a big boy for big stage presenters.
Jacko, I want to ask you one more question before we let you guys go. I know Warzone is kind of your game, right? So how confident are you guys feeling going into the second game of tonight?
Look, I'm pretty confident. I looked at myself in the mirror after having a fat pump and just said, you've got to win this, okay? Game 2, it's going to be big. We're going to be coming up against hackers. We're going to be coming up against all sorts of type of stuff. Some campers like Bear Grylls out there with their campfires and TP set up. And I'm sure we can blast through them all with the squad that we have at our disposal. So I'm pretty pumped, and I'm sure the crowd is as well.
Okay.
All right, guys, I'm pushing up to the wall.
I love the comments. It's so great. They're clearly just over-communicating to an extent that they're always on top. No one's good at full shorted ammo or plates, it feels, with this team because they're just sharing everything and communicating exactly what they need or what they can give.
Which one? I don't know.
There are also 3 teams.
On me, guys. On me.
It's a 4-on-1.
2 teams?
It's a 4-on-1.
These 2 teams, it's a 4-on-1. It's the exact opposite of what they had game 1. They are in the advantage now. They just have to hunt down this one person, and they could be getting first place.
You never know, though. This one person might be able to take them all down if they misplay it, so they want to make sure that they're playing pretty comfortably. I think
split.
Jacko just saw him. I think he just saw him. Yeah, he did. He did. He's got the info. That's the knock. Oh, we might have a gulag or...
Huge win. Let's
Nope, they just won.
No,
Okay,
that's
there we
it,
go.
that's
It's
it.
clean. I thought there might be someone else sticking around or flying in or something like that, but in the end, they've got the win. And that
They
is
did
big.
amazing. Cloud come in at 2nd place in their first game and 1st place in their 2nd game.
Yeah, I think you have to say that's probably going to net them the win overall in Warzone as well.
Well,
It's going to be tough to
we
beat.
don't know for sure, but a high chance.
And get those flexes going. Good win for the boys and the girls. I love to see how many kills they got.
Yes,
Oosh.
so same here. You know, it doesn't matter how many eliminations you get, what place you came. Really interesting to know the eliminations. And also Pulsar, I'm very interested to check in with them and see if it's similar for them in game number 1 where they are getting a lot of eliminations.
You reckon that's a real weight, Nat, or is that a fake weight? Is that made of plastic?
Nah, that's a real weight. Definitely. Just like that's a real gold chain around his neck.
Yeah, indeed. True. I mean, hey, if it works, it works. Big dubs for Team Cloud. Team Cloud, I mean, I have to say, I feel like it was Jacko, you know.
Okay.
I think that was pretty straightforward. Like, he was the one that seemed to be doing the majority of the comming and
Yep.
calling the shots and doing whatever. And he was also holding up his end of the bargain in terms of the fragging department as well.
Yeah, okay, I like that. I would agree, Jacko did do a lot for Team Cloud. He was taking the reins, making sure that the teams were rotating to where he felt that they needed. He had that good game sense, but
4 members of the team. So this is going to be...
forward to it.
we'll see how this one goes. It is going to be, of course, Team Cloud, who are now basically dominating the competition. I don't know where we want to start. Maybe we want to start with Shady and Verticus because we did talk to Jacko and Mithy a little bit earlier.
it did look absolutely amazing. I'm going to ask the last question here. Jacko, when we talked to you at the end of Rocket League, you were so sure you guys were going to win in Warzone. And look, you absolutely did. Not only against Team Pulsefire, but also the whole game of Warzone there. You guys did place number 1. What do you think is the key contributor? And is it the potential shot calling that came out from you?
Look, I want to, as much as I'd love to take the team credit, I think that I've got to credit the team. And, you know, the comms did come into play and guiding Mithy, and especially in that last game, to come back and revive us all. But I'll tell you what, we're whisking up the competition. We're feeling pretty good. And it was all about the communications, I think, at the end of the day. You know, we stuck together as a team, one strong unit. And I think that we can continue with that on to the next game.
Oh dear! I can tell you what. I think there's one person on your team that's ready to go. So we might let you, take a little bit of a break before the last game of the evening. Saw Jacko out. He's looking a bit scary to me right now, but we might talk to you guys later. See ya. All right, interesting. Jacko, all over the place. He's got the knives out. He's ready to go. He's got he was whisking in a frying pan. I'm not sure that's actually how.
He said that they were whisking up the competition. I hope if he were to ever actually cook something, he would whisk in a bowl first and not in the frying pan. But I love the commitment.